Welcome to this short video introduction to the courseware ecosystem for educators given by the Tektronix Courseware team. In this video, we'll provide a brief overview of the key elements that make up the courseware ecosystem and then a detailed demonstration on using the Tektronix Courseware Resource Center, which is an online repository of Lab Courseware for educators. We refer to the new oscilloscope courseware feature as a complete ecosystem because there are three distinct elements that interact to make creating, distributing, and performing lab experiments more efficient. The first element is the PC Courseware Editor tool, which is a Windows-based software application that helps educators create and organize lab experiments. The second element is the TBS 1000B EDU oscilloscope running the courseware application. Labs created with the PC Editor tool can be loaded directly onto an instrument using a USB drive. Students are then able to review, perform, and document lab experiments right on the oscilloscope. The third element is the courseware web page or courseware resource center. Lab experiments created by educators from around the world can be shared on this site. Labs can be downloaded and customized using the PC Courseware Editor tool and then uploaded onto an oscilloscope. The Courseware Resource Center can be found at www.tek.com/courseware. You'll be taken to the courseware homepage. To download labs, software, or manuals, you'll have to log into the site. You can use your tek.com ID and password, if you already have one, or fill out a short registration form to get access. On the right side of the page, you'll see the search options available when looking for labs. You can search by language or terms, or you can use the advanced search option to search by category or author. There is a link in the Developer Toolbox section that gives you access to the latest version of the PC Courseware Editor tool. Labs created with the tool can be submitted for publishing on this site. Below the introductory text is a list of the currently available courseware. This list can be filtered by language. If you wish to see more details of any particular lab, you can simply click the More Details button. This brings you to a page that provides more details about the lab, which includes a summary, keywords associated with the lab, and the lab content category. If submitted by the author, you'll also be able to download a PDF version of the lab for review. Here, we're looking at a PDF of the German version of the Schmidt-Trigger op-amp lab we accessed. You can also download the lab in a zip file. When unzipped, the lab will be in a format that will be viewable on a TBS 1000B EDU series oscilloscope. You can perform a detailed search for lab courseware by going to the search page. Shown here are options that allow you to search for content by category, keyword, language, or author. Your search results will bring up a list of labs, each with a More Detail button to get more information. Contributing labs is a great way to share content with your peers. To contribute, all you have to do is press the Contribute link located in the Developer Toolbox section on the right side of the page. The courseware submission page includes submission guidelines and a link to the terms and conditions for submitting content onto the Courseware Resource Center. The submission process is described in the graphic image located toward the bottom of the page. Let's take a closer look. After creating the lab experiments using the PC Courseware Editor tool, you will export them as individual labs or multiple labs packaged together and then bundle the exported files and folders as zip files. You can also create PDF versions of the labs using the Editor tool. On the submission page, you can upload the zip files and related PDF documents and provide details about the lab, such as a synopsis, keyword descriptions, and language. The information is then submitted for review. The process for uploading labs starts by clicking on the Submit button. You will be directed to a lab submission page where you can specify the lab details, like the lab name, language, a description, and related keywords. From this page, you can browse for the zip files and PDF documents you created and upload them onto the web page. You can also choose the categories and define keywords that relate to your lab. The categories and keywords are used to enhance the search capability of the site. Once you press the Save button, the zip and PDF files are submitted to the Tektronix Courseware team for review. General queries related to the courseware format and the submission and review process are addressed on the FAQ page. The FAQ page can be accessed through a link located on the Developer Toolbox section on the right side of the page. The FAQ page has detailed information about courseware formats that can be submitted on the website, the submission process, and what happens after you submit the courseware to us for review. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Feel free to go to the courseware website and explore the available information, and we hope to receive your courseware submission soon.